The Samsung Galaxy S27 Ultra may still be months away, but early leaks are already painting a very interesting picture. If the rumors are accurate, Samsung's next Ultra flagship could bring one of the biggest internal upgrades the series has seen in years. While the overall design may remain familiar, the real story is shaping up around performance, camera improvements, battery innovation, and a new security feature that could give Samsung a major edge in the premium smartphone race. Samsung is expected to launch the Galaxy S27 Ultra in early 2027, most likely in January or February. Alongside the standard Galaxy S27 and Galaxy S27 Plus, that timing would follow. Samsung's usual Galaxy Unpacked strategy, with the announcement taking place at a major event that will likely be streamed globally and held in person. Pre-orders should open soon after, with retail availability expected around 2 weeks later, even this early. The Galaxy S27 Ultra is already generating attention because it may be powered by a custom Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro processor built on a cutting-edge 2 nanometers process. If that happens, this phone could become one of the fastest Android devices ever made. Some rumors even suggest the new chip may push desktop-like clock speeds, with whispers of performance levels around 5 GHz and peak frequencies that could go even higher. If Samsung really gets that level of power in a phone, the Galaxy S27 Ultra may become a monster in multitasking, gaming, AI processing, and long-term performance. That processor alone would be a huge headline, but it may not be the only major change. The Galaxy S27 Ultra is also rumored to receive a serious camera upgrade. After a generation where the camera setup stayed mostly the same, Samsung may finally be preparing to refresh the hardware in a meaningful way. According to early reports, the main camera could still keep its 200MP resolution, but use a completely new sensor. One leak points to a larger one, 1.12-inch ISOCELL HPA sensor, which would be a big step forward for image quality, especially in low light and dynamic range. There are also claims that Samsung may use a modified version of that sensor, possibly called HP6, with a 1.3-inch size while still delivering performance close to the larger sensor. Either way, the goal appears clear: better image quality without giving up the ultra-high resolution advantage. Samsung has pushed for years, and the upgrades may not stop there. Another rumor claims Samsung could replace 3 of the S27 Ultra's cameras. That means the main camera, ultra-wide camera, and selfie camera could all be upgraded, while the telephoto system may also see changes. Reports suggest the periscope zoom camera could get a wider aperture, which would improve light capture and potentially deliver sharper zoom shots in challenging conditions. If even half of these leaks are true, the Galaxy S27 Ultra could become one of Samsung's most exciting camera phones in years, based on current expectations. The Galaxy S27 Ultra could feature a 200MP main camera, a 50MP ultra-wide camera, a 50MP zoom camera, a 10MP 3x optical zoom camera, and a 12MP selfie camera. While the exact setup may still change before launch, the direction is clear. Samsung wants the Ultra to remain a camera powerhouse. Storage options are expected to remain fairly standard. The Galaxy S27 Ultra will likely be available in 256GB, 512GB, and 1TB variants. There is no strong indication yet that Samsung plans to shake up storage tiers in a major way. That means the focus will probably remain on performance, camera, and battery, rather than pushing base storage into a new category. For most users, these options should still cover everything from regular use to pro-level content creation. When it comes to design, Samsung does not appear to be planning a radical transformation. The Galaxy S26 Ultra already introduced some visual refinements, including a camera island that helped unify the look of the lineup. The Galaxy S27 Ultra is expected to build on that foundation rather than replace it. In other words, this could be another year where Samsung chooses refinement over reinvention. That may disappoint people hoping for a major new look, but it also makes sense. Samsung's Ultra design is already recognizable, premium, and mature. Instead of changing what works, the company may choose to focus on making the hardware better from the inside. One major design-related question has been the future of the S Pen. Some early rumors suggested Samsung might remove the S Pen from the Galaxy S27 Ultra, but newer reports indicate that is unlikely. In fact, Samsung now appears set to keep the S Pen in the Ultra lineup, even if it remains unchanged from the previous generation. There was some speculation that Samsung could introduce a new display structure without a digitizer to make the phone thinner, similar to what helped reduce thickness on the Galaxy Z Fold series. But since the S Pen requires a digitizer to function, removing it would mean giving up stylus support. According to current reports, Samsung is not ready to make that sacrifice for the Galaxy S27 Ultra. As a result, the S Pen will likely stay, but the phone may also keep a similar thickness to its predecessor. That may actually be welcome news for Ultra fans who still value productivity, note-taking, and precision input. The S Pen remains one of the key features that separates the Ultra from almost every other flagship smartphone on the market. Keeping it in place helps preserve the identity of the device. Another leak suggests Samsung may be working on a new authentication and security system for the Galaxy S27 Ultra, tentatively called Polar ID. This could be one of the most exciting hidden upgrades if it becomes real. According to reports, Polar ID may work in a way similar to Apple's Face ID, but without requiring a large notch or intrusive cutout on the display. That means Samsung could potentially offer advanced facial authentication while keeping the front of the phone sleek and modern. Polar ID is also rumored to be smart enough to distinguish between a real person and a 3D mask, which would make it much more secure than standard face unlock systems. It may also perform reliably in dark environments, thanks to a dedicated sensor. If Samsung can pull this off, the Galaxy S27 Ultra could offer a major leap in smartphone security without compromising its elegant design. Display quality is another area where Samsung is almost expected to dominate. The Galaxy S Ultra line has consistently delivered some of the best smartphone displays in the world, and the S27 Ultra is likely to continue that tradition. While there are no major leaks yet about display size or panel changes, Samsung is expected to keep the same premium formula that has already worked so well. That likely means a large 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a variable refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz. The screen should once again deliver flagship level brightness, color accuracy, contrast, and smoothness. Samsung may also carry over the hardware-based privacy display feature introduced on the previous model. This feature helps hide screen content from side angles, making it harder for people nearby to view sensitive information. It is a smart feature for users who care about privacy, especially in public spaces, and it would be logical for Samsung to include it again. Battery life may end up being one of the biggest upgrades of all. For years, Samsung has played it safe with battery capacity on its flagship phones, often sticking with the same 5,000 mAh size, while other brands pushed far ahead. But that may finally change with the Galaxy S27 Ultra. According to a leaked internal test report, Samsung is currently experimenting with silicon carbon battery technology. This is a big deal. Silicon carbon batteries allow manufacturers to fit larger battery capacities into similar physical space, which means better endurance without making the phone significantly bigger. Reports suggest Samsung has tested battery cells as large as 12,000 mAh, 18,000 mAh, and even 20,000 mAh, though those extreme options would apparently make the phone far too thick for practical use.